Welcome to another episode of Portsmouth Chat with Lisa Carver. Lisa Carver is the Executive Director of the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce. And today she's talking about three important programs, including the Business After Hours, the Hour of Power, and the City of Portsmouth Small Business Relief Program. So stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. It's always a pleasure talking with Lisa Carver. Lisa Carver is the Executive Director of the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce, and she has been involved with a variety of different programs in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic. Lisa, it's always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you. It's always great to be here.
And I understand that regardless of what's happening, the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce has been very instrumental in keeping things going.
Well, that's what the chamber is. Our job is to bring people together. Networking is one of our biggest things we can do for businesses. And times like this, obviously, it's been very challenging. But what we have done, we've tried to continue most of our programs virtually. I'll talk about one of those later. But we've also decided to venture out and try some in-person meetings.
As a matter of fact, you have Business After Hours that's going to be coming up.
We do. Mm-hmm.
What is Business After Hours?
Okay, our Business After Hours, it's one of our biggest networking events that we have. It's just a great time. They are always 5 to 7 in the evening. After work, people are ready to relax and just kind of get together and get to know other business people and share ideas and, like I say, make some new contacts, get some new customers and clients. And they are usually very well attended. Like you say, with the pandemic going on, we're expecting probably a little bit lighter crowd. And we're doing something a little bit different with this, where we are asking for RSVPs, just so we'll kind of know how many to expect. And typically they're very informal, you just show up, but we are asking for RSVPs for this one. And like I say, this one is going to be Thursday, September 24th. Again, it's always 5 to 7 p.m. This is going to be at the Ladybug Greenhouse. The address is 5077 State Route 335 in Portsmouth. Now, we call their address as Portsmouth, but it's almost in Minford.
Okay.
And the sponsors include R&R Tent Rental. Obviously, we want to be outdoors where we can social distance in a safe way. So we will have a tent. Big Daddy's Kitchen will be catering. All food will be served safely. No one will be handling utensils or anything, no buffets right now. And so we'll be very safe there. And Coca-Cola will be providing the beverages. So Thursday, September 24th, the time is 5 until 7, the Ladybug Greenhouse. And we have some special entertainment that night also. Frank Grasso, a lot of our listeners may be familiar with his music. He's always a favorite around here. He plays at a lot of the local restaurants and pubs. And Frank Grasso, he'll be giving us some entertainment that night. And I think a lot of our members are eager to get out and socialize a little bit in person. But again, we are requiring face coverings, and we are asking our people to social distance. Because once you're outside, it's easy to still talk and, kind of keep your distance a little bit. So.
Okay. Lisa, you have a very successful small business training program there at the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce. Let's talk a little bit about the Hour of Power.
Yes, our Hour of Power has been very successful for a number of years now. We've been working with business coach Dave Beam of Beam Business Services. He's a local gentleman out of Wheelersburg. We meet, in the past, we have met in person, and those were very successful, small groups. Dave would always bring good topics about small business, sometimes sales, service, customer service, and even personal development topics as well. And we found those were really popular too. And but we are continuing these virtually. I believe we've been doing virtual for about 3 or 4 months now. And we join with the Ashland Alliance out of Ashland, Kentucky. They promote this to their members, as well as Ohio University South. Wednesday, October 7th, we'll be having a topic called Aligning Business, Job, and Life. And Dave is very good at bringing these topics about kind of handling everything, or life organization, life skills, and things like that. So aligning business, job, and life sometimes can be challenging. These are absolutely free. Like you say, they are via the Zoom platform. Registration is required. And you just go to Dave's website to register. That is mentordavebean.com/events. You can register there, and you will be sent a link to join the meeting. These meetings are always 8:30 to 9:30. It's all in an hour, and a lot of good information he shares. We've actually been having about 40 in our meetings, and a lot of good input, discussion at the end. These are open to everyone. We just require registration, obviously, for security reasons.
Okay.
No, these would be open to anybody.
Another program that the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce is assisting with the marketing is the City of Portsmouth Small Business Relief Program. It sounds like a neat program, but can you tell us more about what it is and how it helps?
Yes, Patrick. The City of Portsmouth Small Business Relief Program is a grant program, and the intention is to provide immediate funding for small businesses that have been affected by the pandemic. And it's a wonderful, wonderful program, and businesses can apply for up to a $10,000 grant. And as you know, businesses, a lot of our small businesses that actually had to close, couldn't even open their doors for a while, specifically, restaurants and things like that. But there is an application process, and that is available through the City of Portsmouth. Like I say, we will be sending it out to our members, but you can also contact Tracy Scherer at the City of Portsmouth. I'm going to give you Tracy's email address, TSHEARR at portsmouthoh.org. You can get the application by contacting Tracy. That is Tracy Scherer. And the applications began September 15th and will go through October 2nd. So you've got a couple of weeks to get them in. And some of the eligibility requirements, you must be a for-profit entity located in the City of Portsmouth. Have a federal tax ID number and a DUNS number. Had to have been operational since January of 2019. And have less than $1 million in gross revenue receipts on an annual basis. Have 50 or fewer employees. Like I say, you have to be located within the City of Portsmouth, and must be able to attest that that is in compliance with federal, state, and local, county and local requirements applicable to its type of business, including tax payment and code enforcement. So you have to be in compliance with everything to be eligible for this grant. Like I say, there's a few other eligibility requirements. Those are the big ones. Ineligible businesses, I will throw these out there. Banks, savings and loans, or credit unions. E-commerce companies only. If we're only online, you're not eligible. Liquor or wine stores, vaping or tobacco stores, franchised business not locally owned and independently operated, real estate investment trust, independent contractors working on gig platforms such as Airbnb, Uber, Lyft, things like that. But like I say, it's a great program the City of Portsmouth has put together to help some of our small businesses because, we all know the federal money so just didn't go far enough, and some of our businesses were left out. So this is a great opportunity for our small businesses to get some assistance from the city of Portsmouth.
Another program that the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce is involved with is your Safety Council. Let's talk a little bit about the Safety Council.
We do. Our next meeting for the Southern Ohio Safety Council is Tuesday, September 22nd at noon. It is virtual. This is one of our programs that we are continuing virtually because we really feel it's important to drive home the importance of safety in the workplace. That's always been the goal of Southern Ohio Safety Council, is to educate our employees to get them home safe at the end of the day to their families. In the past, the BWC has offered rebate incentives for participating, and those were always, very well received. However, there will be no rebates this year, but we're finding, this is our second virtual meeting, and we're finding that the safety education is still very important to our members. And like I say, this one coming up Tuesday, September 22nd, it's going to be what's happening at the BWC is our topic. Basically a BWC update. When you're a small business, there's so many things you have to deal with in terms of workers' compensation. You have an injured worker, getting them back to work, getting them the proper care for whatever injury they may have had. So a lot goes on at the BWC in terms of operating your small business. So we have two speakers from the Bureau of Workers' Comp. The first one is Rob Powell. Rob is the Loss Prevention Supervisor for the Columbus Portsmouth Loss Operations Department with the BWC. The other one is Wendy Queen. Wendy is a local young lady. She's been with the Bureau of Workers' Comp about 25 years, I believe. She is a regional business consultant. Any of our businesses having issues with their BWC policies, things like that, Wendy is the go-to person. And so those will be our two featured speakers from the Ohio BWC. There's no cost associated with the Southern Ohio Safety Council. It is free. I'd say it is virtual. We use the Zoom platform. We do require registration. Now, if anyone is interested in this meeting, they can give us a call at the chamber office at 740-353-7647. We can take care of the registration with you, and no charge whatsoever. Anyone with a business interest in our community that has an interest in learning more about the Safety Council, learning more about the BWC, is welcome to attend.
So I want to thank you very much for all the great information, different programs that the Portsmouth Area Chamber of Commerce is very proactive with small businesses as well as the community. So it's always a pleasure talking with you.